And because I have those eyes to see, I'm gonna read the Quran and dismantle it. Many Muslims during that time reached out to me via YouTube. Many followers of mine are Muslim and said, hey, give it a shot. I said, no worries. I'm gonna check it out and I'm gonna find the devil in your book.
Arabic first or English first?
Let's do the Arabic first.
I like it. Brave.
I'll try.
Ashhadu
Ashhadu
an
an
la
la
ilaha
ilaha
illallah.
illallah
Wa ashhadu
wa ashhadu
anna
anna
Muhammada
Muhammadan
abduhu
abduhu
wa rasuluhu.
wa rasuluh.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
I bear witness
I bear witness
there is none worthy of worship
there is none worthy of worship
except Allah.
except Allah.
And I bear witness
And I bear witness
that Muhammad
that Muhammad
is his servant
is his servant
and his messenger.
and his messenger.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
It's been Ramadan for a few days, alhamdulillah. You've been Muslim for a few days, but you were really looking into Islam for a very, very long time. I know you mentioned that you're kind of, maybe meticulous when it comes to this, and you're very kind of strong-headed in finding out the truth. But what was the final straw for you? What made you say, okay, khalas, I am going to become a Muslim now? Or when did it really settle in your heart?
La ilaha illallah. That's it. There is no God but God, man. That's what it was all along. Once I opened up the book, as I said, from the get-go, that was the message. What else is there? There was not a final straw in that sense. It was just a wrestling with my ego and submitting myself. Because the truth was present. It was already there. It was only up to me to accept it. And as I said, during the struggle with the sickness and the dream and whatnot, I just saw what I was doing and I was resisting. And that brought me back to, and people can think about this what they want, to my past experiences with certain so-called plant medicines. Even there, I had an experience where I saw that we just have two options in our life. We can either submit our will or we can rebel. There is really no other mode of operation, essentially, in this life. You're either in total submission or you are in rebellion, which brings us back to the oldest story of Satan, Iblis, rebelling against God. And this is like a reflection, like a rippling down that we see in humanity. We can either be like Iblis and rebel, or we can submit, like the angels. And this is this internal fight that we're going through every single day until we submit. And what I realized then is that what other option do I have other than to submit? Do I want to be of the people that rebel? Do I want to be amongst the who? The Richard Dawkins that tells me that he doesn't want to believe in the sky daddy? Is that a life that you want to live? Is it a life that is worth living? Or is it somebody that knows the truth, that there is only one God, but he keeps on adding certain concepts on top and tries to convince himself that Jesus must be God and that the Trinity is true? So what kind of existence would that be for me? It would be an existence of suffering because I'm consistently rebelling and not submitting. So that was my past reflection. And when I realized that, there was nothing else left but to submit my will. Because even if you look into Buddhism, they talk about that Buddha might or might have not said, we don't have a hadith, that life is suffering. Life is suffering. Why is that the quintessence of the ideology? What did he truly understand? It is an aspect of life that life is suffering. But there is a way out of suffering, I say as well. Because once you submit your will to God, there is no real suffering anymore. Things just happen, and you deal with them as a test. There is no suffering left.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So that was basically it. I just realized that for me, I had to conclude it with myself. Once it was in my heart, I simply had to proclaim it, and that's it. And
Wow.
now we're here.